lonely silhouette. Needed somebody to show the way. Yeah, I was a heartbeat with no sound till you came around. Yeah, you showed me colors, light in the darkness. You were the only thing I needed. Then we got older, but we stayed the same. Swear that we never lost the flame. Nostalgia, you're an echo in my head. Oh, nostalgia, like a symphony of our memories. Oh, nostalgia, don't you ever slip away. Oh, nostalgia, like a symphony of our memories. Oh, like a symphony of our memories. Oh, what if the years turn into gold? The longer we live, yeah, the more we grow. We could be 100 miles apart, but it's never far. Yeah, you show me colors, light in the darkness. You were the only thing I needed. Then we got older, but we stayed the same. Swear that we never lost the flame. No, nostalgia, you're an echo in my head. Oh, nostalgia, like a symphony of our memories. Oh, nostalgia, don't you ever slip away. Oh, nostalgia, like a symphony of our memories. Oh, like a symphony of our memories.
Whoops. Wait, hold up. Hold your phones. Hold it all. Wait. Hold up. Hold your phones. Me Humis first. WW Woink as the second man in the chat. How are both of y'all doing today? The thingy I did? What thingy? Wait, I got a geode update, wait. I gotta... Wait. No, it's fine. Wait, hold up. Is everything fixed? Wait. Hold up. What the hell? Oh, it's that guy. Let me see here again. You have the mod anniversary? Shit. Sheesh. Wait. The main. The camera's gonna be fucked up. What the hell is going on with the audio? What the hell is going on with the audio? Wait. Much better. Alright, so. Again. I don't even think this is real anymore. Like, what is going on? Like, bro, every single fucking time. Like, bro, I was like streaming earlier today. I was playing Calamity mode on control with Jurgen. Bro's playing with Jurgen, Bro, Jurgen is like, yap. Oh shit, wait. It works. Oh my god. It works as it should. No way. No way. I opened up the G-Hub app and it works. If I close it down. Ooh, it works. It works. Yes. It works. But can I open the goddamn chest? I feel like I should finally order that capture card. I mean, if you wanna. Also, I went to a cheap-ass shop. Okay. I went to one of the biggest retail stores in Europe. It is technically the biggest hybrid, but like with furniture and stuff, there's IKEA, of course, that is bigger, but like in a way not, because it's also bigger in terms of volume total. Either way, we got a new one. First it was Monster, then it was Prime, then it was Celsius, I think, then it was Nocco, and now the 5th, Latitude. Ooh, what a great thing. Latitude 65 degrees. Wait, shit. Wait. We gotta... I'm probably a bit rusty right now, if I'm gonna be honest. Because I haven't been playing for a bit, because I went to the West Coast. But... Woo! Can I open a goddamn chest, bro? I mean, this has a special taste, but it's also really good. But it's more like a wintry type drink, I think. It's like... Hello, Theo Lemoyne's View. Hello. Which... Oh my god, bro. Bro. Like, I can't open the chest. Like, bro, let me open it daily. Like, seriously, bro. How hard can it be? Like, bro, let me open the goddamn... Oh my god, bro. Was banned from the chest by the Swedish government. Like, I don't know what's going on, bro. Like, it's always... Like, bro. This is such a joke. This is such a joke, bro. Like, let me open. Yes, it opened. Yes. Oh my god, saltless salt water as well. Imagine being saltless, bro. Also, we got some souvenirs, okay? We have like, I don't know, a band. We have paper band. Yeah, a paper band. That's pretty much it. This is the souvenir that I have. Yeah. Alright. So we finally opened the chest, okay? We finally got the chest open. I don't know. How rusty are we? That's a real good question. Because I have absolutely no idea how rusty we are. So I think that we should probably try... Oh shit. Wait, we should do the entire drop. Unless the audio is like that, because then it's actually impossible to play. Let me check. There we go. Wait, am I live on that? Yeah, I am. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Oh, shit. If y'all remembered the Crazy 3 lore. The Crazy 3 lore, I played Crazy 3 a lot. Then I got like, I don't know, tired of it. Took a 2-month break, came back, beat it within like 3 days. Can we do it with this stupid ass level? Did you know there's a secret way? I did not, and I'm not gonna retry that stupid level, bro. Oh my god, Nick's News. I'm not gay, bro. But hello, Nick's News. Oh yeah, let me tell you about this store I went to. Like, it was crazy, bro. Like, they had Lyle & Scott, like, hoodies for like 350 crowns. Like, how is that possible? And they had jeans, Lee jeans, for 500 crowns. Like, it's just mind-boggling that it was that cheap there. Like, and there were so many people, bro. They had like designated places to put your trolleys, like your shopping carts. Like, it's crazy. It was a crazy store, bro. 500 Monopoly monies? Absolutely not. John, you're clearly not cultured enough to know this. Know what? You haven't even been here for a while, bro. Phoenix, I said that you've been like in your basement programming only. Programming and sleeping. Like, what are you doing? Yes? Why don't you ever take a break, bro? Breaks are not mandatory, so... This guy is not real. This guy is so fake. Also, you should become a VTuber so you get more viewers. But this is this stupid... But what is this guy talking about? Let me have my face cam, bro. Stop clip farming? How am I clip farming? Single ass... Okay, bro. So what, bro? What's wrong? What's wrong? Tell me, what's wrong? What's wrong with that? What's wrong? What's wrong with that? Tell me right now, bro. Tell me right now. I wanna hear your argument. Is something wrong with that? Why do you look and give it say? Who the fuck is that? Who is Dorothea? I'm not that cultured, bro. Into what you know, bro. I know that Du bist gut genug means you're good enough. Research. Bro, why should I do some research into dumb topics like you always give? Like, your topics are absolutely trash. She's a Swedish streamer from Stockholm. Okay, okay, and I don't watch a lot of Twitch. Like, I don't watch streamers that much. Like, the only ones, like, you know. But it sounds like you personally know her or something, like, bro. Or is that what Nick's News has been doing? Spending his times in his basement watching VTubers while he's coding now. Instead of watching the generous Jonte who's playing Misty Mountains. You should search what is understand the meta? I don't even want to talk about that, bro, because I know what the meta is. And I can't take advantage on the meta, okay? One Piece ass name. I'm very generous, bro. I'm generally a multi-millionaire, bro. That's ball knowledge, bro. That's ball knowledge. If you know, you know. Multi-millionaire. Generally a multi-millionaire. Ball knowledge. Alright, CS yet you can face at level 10 and global elite. I know there's that one, like, Rocket League player that's, like, super bad. And she always, like, misses. And she's been playing for so long, and she's a streamer as well. I forgot her name. But she has, like, a flick named by her. Like, when you miss. That's where I died, but I shouldn't really be that mad at that. She's also a meme for pronounced generally as genually. I mean, it sounds more Swedish, like genually. Lord Johnson. I'm not a LARPer, bro. Who am I LARPing? You'd get more viewers? What do you mean no disrespect? That's just pure disrespect, bro. Holy disrespect, bro. Like, this amount of disrespect is crazy. Like, this disrespect is on a new level. I heard that Soink had some special, like, what's it called? He had like some furry head stream not long ago. I think I saw one section of it. Like, he was in a call with someone and they tried not to laugh or something. I'm back. You got your food. Nice. Big duel. I was more consistent with the duel before, but not right now. I'm not that consistent right now, which is like, hello, Connor, rate her. I'm not being a furry, bro. No, bro. It's just everyone knows about the Soink thing. Everyone knows that Soink is a furry, bro. Everyone does. That's not even a question. He seriously has fur paws and like everything. Oh my god, bro. You're a die-hard programmer in your basement, bro. Nick, you should absolutely not. I'm not even gonna send him my address for like anything, bro. Because I know he's gonna send me something weird if I ever do that. Now he's trying to... Okay, bro. I don't even wanna... But at this point... Even... No, listen. Even Abe came into the stream last week, bro. You didn't, bro. That's crazy, bro. You know what you want? I want an RTX 5070 Ti. I want an RTX 5070 Ti. But I don't have the money for that. How was I like positioned if I don't understand? What? Hey, furry girlfriend. Bro, like, what are y'all talking about right now, bro? Like, bro, what are y'all talking about? Like, what are y'all... Oh my god. I don't even have any words. Like, bro, I don't... Like, what are you doing? Bro. Like, bro. You're onto something? What are you onto? And now Abe is here. Like, bro, like... Bro, I'm not. And you spelled it wrong. You forgot to have the apostrophe thing. Absolutely not, bro. Think about the... Bro, I'm not doing a Soink, bro. Maybe because he verified Tidal Wave, bro. That's like the only reason why Soink is big. Not because he's a furry, bro. That's not it. Soink is definitely... Because he's in the US as well. I think he's in like a southern state, if I remember. Like... I have my computer to heat up my room. I'm fine. You're basically Soink. Just 10% more forehead and less... I don't even know what I should respond to that with, bro. I don't even... Like, bro. Holy shit, it's raining. Wow. Bro, I can't take this disrespect, bro. This is like the worst disrespect I've ever seen, bro. Like, bro. I didn't even know what you're talking about. Rainbows responded. Yeah, bro. Alright. Trishonk and me. Who is this guy, bro? Look at Slimmy Lin. Who the fuck is... No, Smiling. What? Also, if Soink is so handsome, I don't even think he has a partner, bro. I think he's still single. Like, bro. Like, what are you all talking about? Well, I'm not used to this game right now. Like, I need to just get into it again, like the game. Because I haven't played GD since like Friday last week. Yeah, week break pretty much. Because I already said the reasons why. But I don't have anything planned right now, so we're gonna try and beat this level. Damn, worst game? Yeah, that's what Mihumi's always plays. What game mode are you most carried in? I'm unsure, bro. Actually, I'm very unsure. Some people have said Zorn. Yeah, shit. But yeah, I don't know. He's LARPing Soink, bro. Let him be. Like, let him LARP. But shut up, bro. I don't need your trash motivation, bro. It's so bad. because I don't know, I just don't get my armors as I used to. I don't know what's happened. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. At least like this. Like, comfort is a part of the gameplay, you know? Wait, no. Like, game style. Bro. Quick farming. That's why you fell off. How did I fall off from, like, before I only did double press streams, bro? Like, that's how I got most of my viewers, bro, you know? Okay, bro, this is such disrespect, bro. No, you are disrespecting. You're not even rage baiting. You're just disrespectful. Like, the amount of disrespect is crazy here today. I'm just a kind streamer. Like, I'm just sitting here doing some runs, and then I'm being disrespected by Nick's News. Oh. Nick's News, you are such a disrespectful person. I think this guy's happy that my face cam is off as well. Wait, Abe. Is Abe still here, bro? Why is Nick's news so disrespectful, bro? We gotta learn the mind of Nick's news. Everyone remember to drink water. This is carbonated water. No, wait. Water. Carbon dioxide. Citric acid. Caffeine. Sucralose. E160A. Niacin. Vitamin B6. No idea. No idea. Monster. I mean, the thing is, Monster uses aspartame. Like, the thing with aspartame, it's not the best sweetener, because it's known to have a weird aftertaste. Like, this is only using sucralose, which is, it doesn't have the weird aftertaste as aspartame, but it is a little bit more expensive. Natural sugar. But the thing with natural sugar is the amount of calories it has. You don't care? I care. I care. Wait, no, it's not even. It goes through the body. Like, there's a bunch of research. Also, Abe, now that you're here, why is Nick's News such a disrespectful person? Yeah, also sugar affects the blood. I mean, if you have diabetes, you need to have sugar. Like, that's a must then, but you can't really have artificial sweeteners as a replacement of sugar in, like, bakeries. That doesn't work. Like a creme brulee, you have to have sugar. Like, what else are you gonna put? Bay leaves? Are you, like, what? What is supposed to be the crisp at the top of a creme brulee? Yeah, the structure of sugar is honey. Honey is good, yeah. It's sweet, but it also has this specific taste as well. Like you can't really. It's a chemical. You can it's a ingredient. You can mix it, but it doesn't sound. It's not gonna work as well as normal sugar. Like that's just the truth. How does that happen again, bro? Oh my god, I forgot to apply for the dust splits. Wait, let me do that. Let me apply for that real quick. I don't think it's first come, first serve. No, it's usually a draft. I don't think it's first come, first serve. They don't do that for most, I know. At least honey is fructose, not glucose. I mean, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, but I think that you have to be 17 when you do when you sign up, because it's all about legal stuff. You're 26, but that's wild. You're an unk? There we go. I have been. Wait. Yeah. I have done it now. Yep. But I'm also 18, so maybe it's a higher chance. So I'm not sure if you. Because I think the NDA is. Yeah. The Article 4 is the NDA, I think, that you sign. Not really. From what I remember with all FromSoft games is that it's always like a draft. It doesn't, like, if you're early, I don't think it doesn't matter. I don't think. I don't. I think it's also they decide depending on if you've played games and you have Nintendo account and how you're standing, you know. We will see. The only thing we're allowed to do is say if we get in or not. We're not allowed to show any gameplay. Or else you get a DMCA. That's just it. You'll be in legal trouble. What? Yeah, you're allowed to talk. That's just freedom of speech, but I'm not sure if it's limited to some things or not. Yeah, but this is like an open, like everyone can see what you're allowed to do or not with the terms. Like, it's not that this is a private affair. This is very much public. And if your brother gets in, what do you mean go? We're just doing practice, bro. Because it's been a while since I played this level. We're going to, I think that I'm going to hop on the normal level once I get a full run. I don't think we're beating the level today, but maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Also, I think that Duskbloods will probably prioritize Japanese players more than other regions. This game is Japanese, so... Plus they have regional laws there, so... There's less of a legal hassle for them. Yeah, but they're going to test Japan for most parts. But they're also going to test everywhere. Most likely they want to have a select amount from each country. Hello, Dragon Fruit. Hello. Yeah, of course, because Japan is where FromSoft and Nintendo is from, so they have more, well... And I think that FromSoft usually sells quite well in Japan as well. I think Japanese players like challenges more than Western players. Oh, it's so bad in Japan though. Wasn't Demon's Souls like a hit in America or something like that? Yeah, but I think I know why. Because I think that the advertisement for Demon's Souls in Japan was horrific. But Japan is home to a lot of gamers as well, so like, you know. Also, isn't Demon Souls like kinda meh? Sure, bro. The remake is horrifically expensive, bro. But it's just average PlayStation at this point, you know? Play has its limits, you know? That's their new slogan. It's not play has no limits. Play has limits. I mean, yeah, I know. But also, from what I've heard, there's been multiple instances where people have tried to sue PlayStation for being a monopoly, and PlayStation's defense for those were that they had physical copies that stores could sell for cheaper. But yeah, if these lawsuits go through, I don't know, will they be forced to sell physical, or will they be forced to let other companies have their own stores on their system? I mean, Epic Games was successful against Apple. Yeah. Okay, let's do from zero. But yeah, as I said, how did I get a coin? But as I said, Sony could be sued, and the European Union might step in with the same thing as Apple, and being forced to allow other app stores, basically. Co-op? For real? I mean, that's a good system. Yeah, that's a good system to have, in my opinion. Hello, LBGJG. Hello. It's been a while. It's been a week since I. Oh, 86. FAQ. Second to the bottom. Yeah, it says it's not possible to invite friends to play together in multiplayer in the Dustbus network site. The retail version of the Dustbus is planned to include this feature. Wow. Have you been playing offline? No, because I've been away. So I haven't really been able to play offline. But What I hope with the Duskbloods is that they have a offline mode. I want to see them have an offline mode, because if it doesn't have an offline mode, I'll get like super, you know, super disappointed. Because I don't know if online's gonna work entirely. 3 in a row? Nice. Wait, hold up. I forgot something. Well, not really, because I knew about it. Because I was charging. But I feel like they would, consider Miyazaki, he probably wants... Even after he's gone or something. Well, my great question, actually. Wait, I have a good question, though. Will they... Oh my god. Will they actually have the full game in the game cartridge or not? That's a really good question. Because I have no idea. Because we don't know. We don't know. We actually do not know. Okay, Misty Mountains. This key card. The game is releasing soon, though. We're talking about the game called The Duskbloods on the Switch coming out soon. This year. Okay, let's go. Well, the thing is, actually, I don't think Nintendo could be sued for a monopoly then, as courts have ruled that having physical media doesn't allow them to have a monopoly, but like... You know? So I think that they're gonna keep the game keycard. It's... The game keycard is better than nothing, because it does allow you to sell the games cheaper. Yeah, Nintendo loves physical media. You know that, right? They love having stores having... like, it's free advertisement for them. It's free advertisement, in a way. You know that, right? They still do full... Yeah. Nintendo is never gonna... They're not gonna do it anytime soon, because they know if they have their games in stores, on store shelves, children are gonna see it and they're gonna want their parents to buy it. It's not the same thing when things are online, because kids don't really go on shops online. Like, it's just... like, I don't think Nintendo actively exactly hates everyone as well. Like, there are some W people in the Nintendo team. Like, there's the Kirby... the Kirby guy. I forgot his name. The guy who made Kirby. Bye bye LBGJG. Bye bye. But the guy who made Kirby. I forgot his name. They still have redeem codes in some games. Physical games. The thing with game keycards is technically they're worse in a way, but it's also that I think that you can give it. You can still sell it. It's digital media that you can sell. Because I don't think it's tied to the console, it's tied to the specific key card. So you're able to sell the game once you're done. If it's a game you want to sell. Compared to... Yeah. It's tied to the game card. Of course, it's still better to have it on the key card itself, but... Yeah. I don't know. And Nintendo have been very... Okay, they have been bad in a few ways. Like, they don't wanna give money back to all players who bought the Switches in the US, even though that they bumped the price because of the tariffs, but like, it's... Yeah, I don't know. I know who's the most evil of them all, because they're all not good. Xbox is having the... that they don't want to give back account situation. Sony with the whole getting rid of disc situation. Nintendo with their greedy situation. Like... None of them are good. Valve is not having the best either, because they can't get tech cheaper that Nintendo can, or like Xbox or PlayStation. Because they don't sell that much physical hardware compared to those, so they don't get it as much cheaper. Yeah, that's the thing. If it's physical, you can have older versions. Digital, it's much harder. Steam has a system where you can actually download older games, which is good. Like, Steam allows you to download the original games. If y'all knew that. Hello, 100 lol. Yeah, but like, you have Steam has a good system with their online stuff, because they still have old builds of the games, even though they don't have it on the public beta. If you know how to use the Steam Depot, you're able to download old versions. They have the API for that. They still store the data. I mean, if I want, I could have the original Cyberpunk on my computer right now. The bugged out one. I could do that. That's the good thing with Steam as well, with their online store. But it's also... Steam has still phrased this as a license. It's not that you own it. But as long as there's no law that stops, you know. Still, the oldest possible version is... Ah. Yeah, but if a game released on Steam, you're able to download the old one. If you have the build ID, you can find it easily on like Steam DB. CS:GO is just, yeah, but you could technically, if you want, to have the old version of CS:GO, like the original versions of CS:GO. But you won't be able to do online play unless you modify it. Or wait, did they have custom servers back then? PS3 version? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that one. Wasn't it like discontinued? On Xbox? But CS:GO isn't really a console game in my opinion. It shouldn't really, like... I understand in a way. Like, it was a mistake to make a version for the consoles. Because it doesn't make much sense. Because you have to have designated servers, because if you have the servers on the, like with the same on PC, like, you're just gonna get absolutely destroyed. It's not really a controller-friendly game, in my opinion, either. Just use... Oh, yeah. Yeah. But CS is like... CS on controller? Bro, that's... You're such disadvantage if you're playing on controller. I'll just say that. Trireme, it's still... Oh yeah, the Xbox One. That was a horrible launch. I think it sold extremely poorly, because... Wasn't the Xbox One that you had to be, like, connected to Wi-Fi every day or something like that? Or was it every week? Like, it's just ridiculous. Like... What if you live in a place where you don't have Wi-Fi? What are you supposed to do? Like... I don't think the Xbox Series X and that has that system now. No, that was a mistake from Sony. That was a... No, it has already been debunked. It was a glitch. It was something... I don't know what it was for again, but they don't have that. It was just for a small amount of time. Also, the leaks for the new Xbox coming up are saying that it's gonna have a disc tray built in, which is W move. Oh yeah, I forgot to hold. Ah. Yeah, but the thing is also, with the whole PlayStation situation, 2 days ago, there was something where it was like a DRM that checked every 30 days. But that was like a bug thing or something, I don't know. It was because there was a glitch in the store, and they won't, like... they went out with it. They went out with a statement that there was a glitch where people could buy a game and then sell their games, and they still have access to the game. That's why they had the DRM check. But that was a one-time thing. And that happened a few months ago. But it's not a permanent thing, they said. I'm not sure if they're going to do it. I don't know if you streamed. But what was I about to say? Like, gaming is becoming worse and worse and more slopified. And I don't like the road PlayStation is heading. PlayStation was really good before. But now, like, what is Sony doing? It's just confusing to me. Of course, they make less money from physical games, but like, just do like Nintendo. Just do a Nintendo with the physical games. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, Nintendo, of course, they upcharge for physical media, but like, it's also that you save on storage. It costs money to have the games and have the storage. Like, it's not free. What the hell was that? I forget to hold. I don't know what I'm doing. But just to be honest, whatever Sony's doing, it's just not gonna work in the long run. Like, having digital only, of course, bandwidth is way cheaper than putting a game on a disc. And discs have limited capacity. But like, Xbox is doing a smart move. Like, Xbox is letting you, if you have a physical version, then you also get the digital license for the game. Which is like really smart, because if you have the game, why shouldn't you just have it digital as well? Like, it's still the game. But if I remember correctly as well, with the Xbox thing, is that it's still unclear how it's gonna work when selling the physical copy. Is it that the physical disc has to, like, the digital version has to be online every time, or like, how does it work? Because if you sell a disc to someone else, you can't have it online. Like, I don't know how that's gonna work really. Yeah, but that means that when you have the game digitally downloaded on like PC, that you have to be connected to the internet to validate that you have the license. Because that's the main point with the system, that you can have it on a PC. there was a lot of misinformation about the Switch 2 when it came out, about the whole bricking situation. Like in Europe, hardware can't be bricked. That's illegal. You can't intentionally, like, brick someone's console in Europe. That's just not allowed. You're not allowed to do that. It's one of the rights as a consumer you have. But they can ban you from online. They can ban you from online. And that is what Nintendo has done with all regions. They don't brick. I don't think I've ever seen any console get bricked by Nintendo. They've only been bricked in a sense that they have banned you from online. Yeah, exactly, for modding. But they can't ruin your device. They can't do that. In Europe, at least. That's just not allowed. Because physical hardware or physical stuff, they can't have a license in European standards. Like, you have the hardware. You own the hardware. Like, it's not like you're renting it. Like, if it's renting, okay. But if you buy it, it's not a license. You own it. That's why physical media is also better. Because it's not a license. It's full on ownership. You can do whatever you want with a disc. You can make copies of the disc for your personal use. Like, if you want to emulate on computers, go ahead. That's what people are doing right now. They're making PS5 emulations because they're so pissed at Sony. Warranty? Yeah. Because Sony pissed off so many players with the whole no disc thing. People are responding with emulations, and emulators are not... Like, they're not illegal. Even though Nintendo has... famously DMCA'd a lot of emulators. Emulators are not illegal. It's... selling pirated copies, that's illegal. But emulations itself, that isn't illegal. If you buy the game physically and you make it into an ISO, that's full on legal. You're allowed to do that. Piracy is not. Yeah, exactly. And I think people would rather, like, you know, make a copy of a physical game and then maybe mod it as well. They do in a way, because they don't want you to modify stuff yourself. I'm not sure how it... I know those, like, warranty is revoked if you remove. I know those stuff. Are they legal in Europe? I'm not sure. Do they legally have the right to do that? Because there is a right to repair in Europe. But the problem is, if you manually try to repair stuff, and then you break something, That's the reason why they have those. They don't want to have to fix your problem that you did. Like they don't that like warranties are made as a system to fix problems that are out of your control. Real reason. Yeah, and as I said, that's usually the main reason why they have those pull tabs. Because if you go and modify a device yourself, you could be the reason why it breaks. And that's not what warranty is for. Warranty is for if the manufacturer, if it just breaks from the middle of nowhere. If it's out of your control. That's the whole reason of warranties. Like, let's say a cable gets, like, burnt out. I don't know. And it's not your fault. Of course, that would most likely be under warranty if it's in your timeline. If there's water damage because you had it underwater, that's your fault. It's not usually covered by warranty. Unless that it's something that specifically says in the warranty covers water damage as well. Because most companies don't do that, even though they say, oh, it's waterproof, blah, 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 blah. Or IP68. It doesn't mean that it's, like, immune to water. But yeah. Clean your fans? What do you mean? Oh my god. Like, as I said, warranty isn't made for you to, like, make a mistake. It's that something breaks and it's out of your control. That's what warranty is for. Well, that's the thing. Like, if you do maintenance yourself on a system or something, you could be the culprit to why it breaks. That's the thing. Of course, it's still like, of course, if you know what you're doing, like, you still want to have warranty. But yeah, I can't really explain. Because warranty is supposed to be like a safeguard for consumers. That, oh, you know that if you use it normally, it shouldn't break in this amount of time. But if it does break in this amount of time, you'll get a replacement. Because legally you have a right, because it has a warranty. That says, yeah, if it breaks, and it's not because of that, you have the legal right to get, you know, reimbursement. Like, that's just how it works. Like, this watch here, it says it has water resistance, but the warranty doesn't cover water damage, if I remember. Because there's a seal on it that breaks over time if you're in salt water or chlorine water. I think it's fine in, like, lake water, but it still has, like, some particles and stuff. I'm pretty sure that some USB adapters I bought had 10-year bro, 10 years is crazy. Usually it's like washing machines or cars. They usually have 10-year warranties, you know? Because you expect them to work for a long time. Like, phones, 2 years? Usually? Or fridges, yeah, exactly. Like big appliances that costs a lot of money. Graphics cards, maybe 5 years? 15 or 20 years? Yeah, so they basically try and sell you the idea of, yeah, this will definitely work for 15 or 20 years. You don't have to be worried. That's the marketing thing with warranties. And the thing is, sometimes when they test the products might malfunction after warranty, and that's the thing. They don't want to have the warranty at a section where there's usually problems, because if they do that, it's going to be extremely expensive for them to fix it every time. Oh my god, the drop! The drop! Is the music unsynced? Yeah, it is. Bro, like, I suck right now. Let me lock in. The Otaku display port cable. Well, if their testing says that it should work for more than 10 years, they could put a warranty on that for like 10 years. Like, if they know that it won't break, or the possibilities of it breaking is super slim, you know. Of course. Yeah, I also have, like, my washing machine has a big ass label on it that says 10 years warranty. Like, I think it's just normal. Because it gives the consumers a type of, like, relief that, yeah, if it breaks, I will be reimbursed. Like, it's just win for me, L for the company if it breaks.
Neferpitu Real says hello Janty, you'll totally beat Misty Mountains today
That is not saying FR. That's saying FI. What happened to the R? It's like if saying FA. Where's the R? Where's the R? R, you know? R. Wait, if a company goes bankrupt, their warranty doesn't... It's not valid then? Is that how it works as well? I thought that doesn't matter. The company still has to, like, be able to reimburse you if something breaks, even if they go bankrupt. I think they have to give the warranty handling to another company. Power plugs. But don't they have to give the warranty to another company to deal with it? As like a redundancy? Because it's still warranty. You can Google that. Wait, hold up. Let's lock in. Oh my god, we're so far into level. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Go. Oh my god. Oh my god. 10%. Oh my god. So far. Wow. 15%. Oh my god, we're like beating it. Like, we're almost beating that level. Like, what is going on? Oh, oh, oh. I eat pizza, I drink soda. Now this music is off sync. Nice. GG. I don't understand what's going on. Why it always does that. Like, it's so annoying, bro. Like, oh my god. I seriously hate it, bro. It's so goddamn annoying. The law has a 2-year minimum. Yeah, here in Sweden, there's a law that says that you up to 2 years if it breaks, and it's not your fault, that it's a manufacturing problem, then you have to be reimbursed. Like, it's a law, even though there's no warranty. It's just a law here in Sweden. I guess that it's like that in most other countries as well. Or in Europe, at least. I don't think about America. Yeah, but there's also in Sweden up to 3 years as well, where you can try. You can try up to 3 years. But yeah. Warranty is basically just a... Like, having a 2-year warranty doesn't make sense, because it's usually a law in most European countries. So it's like, what's the point? Like, if it's 5 years, then it makes sense. Because then it's outside what the law says. I closed down some apps. Hopefully that fixes everything with the audio. Oh, here in Sweden it's not any price, I think. I'm not sure. Because there are like smartphones for like 20 euros, you know? Like real trash tech that is for like 20 euros. What the fuck is Lee? Finland has euros, Denmark has Danish crowns, and Sweden has Swedish crowns. Finland is like the odd one out in the entire Nordics region. I think Iceland is also, like, they have their own currency there as well. Like, for Sweden, it doesn't make sense to adopt the euro, because our currency isn't bad. So there's no point in us giving up control. Bro. Yours is our secondary. Like,
The Furpitureal says nothing much, just 676767676767676767 and Tiki Tiki Fonk. You should verify Tiki Tiki circles I sent on your first stream in 2026.
I'd rather not verify that. Then why did Finland adopt the euro? That's my question. If the Finnish currency was good. Oh my god. Because you basically give up all your economic power to the people in Brussels. Like, it's a risk, you know? Because you don't have control. If it goes bad for Euro, it goes bad for your country. Like, that's the thing. Like, there's a reason why Switzerland is has a very stable currency. Switzerland's inflation is like nothing. There's like no inflation in Switzerland because it's so stable there with their own currency. Because they don't. I think they are very careful with what they do with the Swiss franc. Is it a franc? I think it's called franc. But yeah, the Swedish crown was very weak a while ago, but now it's getting quite strong again, which I like to see. It's a good thing. But the thing is, after an inflation, there's like never deflation. That's what I hate. Things are gonna be more expensive than before. Which is really annoying. The only way real deflation would be able to happen is if a country decides to just produce like little money or produce no more currency. Like, that's the only way you can get deflation. If you keep on printing money, it's gonna be inflation. That's just how it works. That's how currencies work. But you have to print money, pretty much, because there's more and more people living every day. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. The EU forced Apple to change to USB-C because it was with their phone, right? Like, I forgot what it was called, but it was basically forcing all smartphones to have the USB-C. But not everything has to be USB-C. Like, we still have, like, computers. They don't use USB-C, they use special cords. But that's just because USB-Cs can't transfer that much energy as you need to a computer. Laptop, yes. But a desktop, absolutely not. Like, there's some like distances where the USB-C cable can't go yet. Because some things just need more barrel jacks, yeah. I mean, it's not, I think it's mostly for smartphones where it's, because there's still like electronics that use like USB-A. But I think that it's smartphones and like, I don't know what it's about really, not gonna lie. Because I forgot what the law was called again. Like, I don't know what's called again. The law that, you know, does this. That forced Apple. But yeah. Everything like music players use micro USB. Yeah, I don't know what the law was called. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, it could be a little bit whatever, you know? But I think it's mostly for smartphones, because I haven't really seen any other smartphone that isn't USB-C. Maybe tablets. Yeah, probably.
Real says Sonyan Sunbrero Sunshine Sonyan Ring Sun 618 Song Bob Sun 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 Sa Her Sunscreen Esont.
What? What do you mean? Sonyan. Sun. I am Captain Clark. I am in the back rooms. I'm Captain Clark. Wait, what? How does it go? I'm Captain Clark. I am in the back rooms. I'm Captain Clark. Wait, what does he say then? Those who don't follow the memes nowadays, bro. I'm a villager, and I like trading. I'm a villager, and I like emeralds. If you mess with us, I will call that I'm golem. If you mess with us, I will call the pillagers. Bro, there's so much slop right now. Like, if you know the like Captain Clark beat, that song, there's so much like garbage around that with like kids singing some like worst lyrics I've ever heard. Like, I'm Siren Head, I'm going to find you. Like, oh god. Deltarune fandom? No, like, I'm not even talking about, it's just bad. It's just pure bad. Like, the lyrics are just, they don't make sense. They don't rhyme. And they're just horrible. Like not bad, like it's weird. But it's just like bad in a way that it's just bad. And there's some people that do it as jokes, like the villager guy. There's no way he made that without making a joke, because it's just so bad. Like, I'm a villager and I like trading. I'm a villager and I like emeralds. If you mess with us, I will call the iron golem. If you mess with us, I will call the pillagers. Like, there's nothing that rhymes. Like, songs, you wanna like rhyme a little bit, you know, because that's how you get the flow, you know. Like, yeah, I'm playing a game called Geometry Dash, but I'm there in a flash, you know. You hear the rhyme. W freestyle. I'm playing Geometry Dash, but I'm there in a flash. But it's like trash. Like you hear the double, you hear it. I'm like Eminem, you know. I'm not playing globes, bro. I'm a villager and I like trading. I'm a villager and I like emeralds. If you mess with us, I will call the iron golem. If you mess with us, I will call the pillagers. My name is... Okay, bro. I don't... I'm not even gonna... Okay, bro. I guess, bro. I guess, bro. I guess, bro. I guess. Also, I don't know why the Ronaldo pasta is like a meme right now. I don't understand that. Like, bro, it's just Cap Cut. It's Cap Cut Effects final boss. Like, it's just, I don't even know anymore. Cap Cut final boss. Final boss editing, spamming effects. With their final day of Cap Cut Pro. Free trial. Okay, we gotta lock in. Lock in. We gotta lock it. Bullshit. Where's the saltless saltwater guy? He had so much trash to talk about. Okay, I'm rusty. I'm so rusty right now. I'm not cosplaying anything, bro. No cosplaying. Bro, we already talked about the stupid furry thing before. Like, we're not doing any cosplay streams. We did the suit stream. That is it. That's it. Okay? That's the end. Okay? Because Soink has like 1 million viewers, whatever, with his fur paws, and now his fur head, like, is done. Because he ain't got the money. Bro, if I had money, I'd get a new PC. And if I really had money, I'll get a streaming PC, bro. Follow the trends, you might... No, I will not. Like, okay, listen. If I really had a ton of money, I would get a streaming PC as well. Like, that's exactly what I would do. I would not get any costumes. I would not get cosplay, bro. It's as expensive as a PC, like... But I'm not buying you a cosplay, bro. I don't have the money for that, and why would I? When I've said like 100 times that I need to save for a graphics card. Like, I need a 5070 Ti. I'm not getting any cosplay. Bro, that's horrible. Ah. Hello, Rahem? I'm not... yeah, hello. Why does bro have the no video badge? Like what? Like was? Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm a villager and I like emeralds. What? I'm confused. I'm so confused right now, bro. I am Siren Head, I'm gonna find you. Okay, let's lock the fuck. I'm not locked. I'm not locked, okay? I'm not locked. So let's lock in this attempt. This attempt. Lock in. Listen. Okay. Listen here. It takes a while to be locked in. But once I get into the zone, that's when we beat this level today. Okay? Listen, this attempt. Like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Like, I don't hold at the ship anymore. Like, what have I done? Like, what am I doing? Like, I stop holding. The only thing you're supposed to do there is hold. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I just don't hold anymore. Like, I did it all the time before. Like, I always passed that ship part. I'm so confused. And myself. I'm not confused at level. I'm confused at myself. Like, I always did it. I remember always getting to like the second drop, like, oh my god, bro, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm so unlocked right now. Like, Mahumis, did you remember where I always died on Crazy 3? Was it also at the beginning? First duel. I had so many random deaths on Crazy 3, bro. Okay. We're starting to get locked in, okay? I feel like my sound? What do you mean my sound? Huh? My sound? Bruh. Oh my god, bro.
Swaddle says 706 quintillion.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Okay, bro. Monster Kartoffeln is in here, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine, bro. It's fine. That Unk is like out doing whatever. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. Whoops. Where's that Phoenix actually? He hasn't been here today. Why is Nick's News lurking? Or Abe? Ah! Nej. All I had to do was hold there. I should have just held more. Like I knew that I had to hold there, but I let go again. I would have gone to the last duel if I just held there, because it's just hold there, click the yellow orb and hold. Like, that's what you do. This first green orb you have to control. Second green orb, you hold it, and then you get to the yellow orb, and then you hold. Like, that's what you do at a chip. Oh my god, bro. Wait, Mahumis. Can you check if Nick's News or Abe are lurking? If there's any lurkers. Cause where's Phoenix? Like, where the fuck is he? He's always here every stream. Like, that's just... They aren't? Brother...
Neferpatureal says Janty, why didn't you die at 67 during that attempt? That was close. FR 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 FR
already
FR
died
FR
at
FR
67
FR FR
rounds,
FR
bro.
FR 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 FR
Yeah, I've died at I think it was like 67%. That's like when you get into the portal, like the transition portal, where you know you go up the mountain, like boom, and then you get into a duel. I died there once. I don't know how I died, but I died there once, and that's 67%. Oh shit. Good night, 100 level 1. Ah. I'm a villager and I like trading. I'm a villager and I like emeralds. If you mess with us, I will call our golem. If you mess with us, I will call the villagers. Oh. Oh, lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. No, I don't. Yeah, I need that consistency, exactly, bro. Hello. Hello, it's just some random Camilo. Hello, hello. Bro, like, can we at least get to the second drop? Is that what you want to call it? Is it like a second drop? Isn't Deltarune supposed to have like 7 chapters? Oh shit. Oh shit. How many chapters is Deltarune supposed to have? I forgot. I mean, Toby Fox doesn't really have any economic problems. Like, he's rich, but what is he gonna do after Deltarune? That's my question. Like, is he gonna just be done with game development? Is he gonna retire? Deltarune 2? Yes, and then Deltarune 3, Deltarune 4. Let's just cash in that money. Like, yeah, let's make a bunch of sequels, you know? And then a prequel, and then, like, you know, remaster. Yeah, but he's not like... Like, he can't, you know... Like, Notch has retired because he made so much money from Minecraft. Like, he made billion. He sold it for billions. But yeah, they'll... I don't know what Toby Fox plans, if he'll drag it or not. Like, Team Sherry, I'm not really sure what they're planning to do after Silk Zone. Because I feel like if they make another Hollow Knight game, I feel like they're gonna start to drag it a little bit, which is like, it's not a good thing. The best thing is if they make a new IP. I mean, Hell Neighbor was a good series. Like, Hell Neighbor was good at the beginning when it was in beta, and then it got sloppified. And then they made a bunch of like spin-offs, and it just became horrible. Yeah, I know. But like, what is he gonna do, like, after? Like, I'm not sure what he's planning. He has to decide it soon. Bro, okay. Okay. Yeah, I know, but like, I'm not... He has to have a plan, though, for when he's done with Deltarune, because it's not gonna be sustainable forever. Like, he has to make money... I think... No, Toby Fox is American. So he does get retirement funds. But yet still, like, you know... I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he's planning on doing. Like, a lot of indie studios, they usually make one game, and then they make another game. Like a separate IP. And we have the Farming Simulator series, and yeah, that is a little bit dragged. Like, they could just do it as updates, but yeah, they want money, I guess. And then we have the FIFA, or the EA Sports FC. It's just slop. And then we have, like, what else? Would it be far-fetched? I think so, because Toby Fox is not using a great game engine. And at the end of the day, he's not using a great game engine. He's using, like, Game Maker. I'm not sure if Game Maker is such a sustainable game engine to use. Cause it is a limited game engine. It's not like it's going to be able to do a lot of things. Yeah, like I'm not sure why he's not like taking the time to learn any other game engine, like Cos. I'm not sure if Cos is good enough for standard, but Unity, like we have Silksong, it's made in Unity, Hollow Knight. Those are high quality 2D platformers made by a very small team, and that's made in Unity. Unreal, I'm not even sure if Unreal makes games in 2D, if they have such studio. Unreal is more like 3D development for like hyper realistic games. Like that's what Unreal is made for. But if you're making simpler games, then I think Unity is a better choice. But if you want to have very high quality assets, then you're pretty much forced to use Unreal because Unity doesn't handle it as well. Why is the question important? I'm not sure if Godot is the best choice. I'm not sure if I'd say that Godot is the best choice for everything that is not hyper realistic games. I'm not sure if I'd go with that. Yeah, but it's still like Godot is still limited. It's not like it's the best. It's using GD script, okay? It's not the best programming language as I know of. It's not like there's a reason why Godot isn't a industry standard. Like if it's that good as you're saying, if it's like not the best for hyper realistic games, why doesn't every landfall game use Godot? Why do they stick with Unity? Why does most indie 3D games stick in Unity and not go for Godot? Like there is a reason. Like the last year. Say what games? Wait, be right back. Say what games, bro. I wanna hear, bro. Booyah, 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 booyah. It's more like there's no reason. The thing is, Godot, I'm not sure, like, it's using GD script, okay? Like, C# is a very high performance programming language. I'm not sure how high performance GD script is, but it's also like you have to learn a programming language that is tied to one program compared to C# having more use cases, because you can make your own applications on basically any computer, because that's the power with C#. And I'm not even sure if GD script works on other devices as well. Cartoon mustache, but that's just bad then. I think that GD script also needs more power to run than C#, because C# is... I think C# is a little bit more lightweight than GD script. Oh my god. Godot has C# mode, but is it really that good? And like, you never answered my question. Like, what games utilizes like Godot? Like Godot, I'm not even sure if Godot is such a great like doesn't even have any like high quality titles made. Like Balatro, like that's the only game. Like that's the only one I can see here. I don't see any other game that is made. I'm not sure. That's just wait. Or isn't it? Wait, game engine. Let me check. No, it wasn't. It was made in Love 2D. Yeah, I don't know if there's any like popular high quality game made in Godot. Yeah, I have no idea what those games are, bro. Brutaro, Buckshot. I have no idea what they are. Like we have BTD6, Unity. We have Hollow Knight Silksong, Unity. We have Beat Saber, Unity. We have what is that called again? Let me check. I think if I remember correctly, Phasmophobia is also Unity. I think Phasmophobia is Unity if I remember correctly. Yeah, Unity. Unity has been like... Yeah, I know, but like... Scrap Mechanic is its own game engine, I know that. Lethal Company's Unity. That's its own game engine. Red Dead is its own game engine. Elden Ring is its own game engine. Dead by Daylight? Is that Unreal? No, yeah, Unreal. Yeah. Unreal. it's in-house. Yeah, but it's in-house engine. It's not like yeah, Dead by Daylight is Unreal. That is also its own. GTA is its in-house. Havoc is not an in-house. No. Terraria is its own game engine, I think. I think it has its own game engine that is... Yeah, it's not really using any game engine. Rust is Unity. Like you hear all these like big games. There's a reason why they're using Unity. Oh. I thought it was made on FromSoft's in-house. But there has to be a reason why, like, there's not, if you're saying Godot is better, why are, like, all games not, like, it's a yeah, so, yeah, basically its own game engine in a way, then. Wait a second. Wait, how is Unity worse, though? Wait, tell me that, though. Wait, actually, now I'm curious, bro. Now I'm curious what you're trying to say with that. Open source is not like always the best, cause there's like, thing is with Godot, it's people doing it for free. They don't earn money unless they get like money from, you know, donators, so they can't work as much. Meanwhile, Unity can pretty much expand its game engine due to money. Beginner friendly? I don't know if I'll say so. Because the Unity community is way bigger. So there's more help than Godot. I don't know what's like what is this glaze coming from? Because there's you gotta think in the bigger picture as well. Because of course, the best scenario is making your own, like building an engine by yourself, because that gives you full control over the game. That allows you to modify your own engine to be able to do these types of calculations easier than any other game engine, but it takes a lot of time to make an engine by yourself. And if you have already good enough engines that are able to, you know, do stuff, of course you use them. Unity has been standard for a while. Unreal as well, but Unreal 5 has had some very big issues, especially performance-wise on games that use it, because optimizing Unreal is not easy, what I know, because to make Unreal 5 good, you have to really optimize it. And a lot of games don't do that. Like the in-house games like Fortnite, of course, it's Epic Games who made Unreal. They know how to to edit it and make it more performance friendly. Like they know. Compared to third-party developers that have to, yeah, you know, build your own version. But you can't do that with Unity yourself, you know that, right? Like there's companies that modify Unity themselves to fit their needs. Like it's not like it's fully closed. Like it's no, but how do I explain this? No, you don't need a Unity account. That's for the newer ones. That's for the because Unity has a bunch of different versions you can use. Uh, the last 8 years? No, I don't. I don't think it's a must, if I remember. I think it's a choice, though. Also, there is some... Use the engine. Not sure. I've used Unity before, and I've tried Godot. But I haven't really made real games yet with any engine. But I can say this though. Or I have done with HTML canvas, but that's, I wouldn't even call that an engine. That's just pure torture. But Unity has had a history of being very, you know that, if I remember correctly, didn't Unity like support Hollow Knight or something? I don't remember. Wait, I don't remember. There's something that they did. Yeah, but you know that makes Godot also limited with some stuff. Also, I don't think it's... No, it's not 24 gigs. That's the... what the fuck is it called? The limits? Godot isn't as 12? I remember the last one I downloaded. Did I download the 2021 version? I haven't been into game development yet. I was at the stage trying to make a game, but I was so bad at coding, so I couldn't even do anything. Just use Godot? I don't think it's just a matter of just use Godot. Oh my god. How? What are you talking about? In Unity, you make you make textures in the engine itself. And then, as you said, you apply to stuff. And that makes it very, like, quick to apply textures. Because you already have a thing. But what Unity is bad with, why Unreal has, you know, higher quality games, unless you modify Unity, is that Unity doesn't handle higher quality textures as well as Unreal, as an example. And I think that Godot, I'm just gonna say this and be upfrank, if they don't earn a lot of money, it's harder to make something better, as it's a free time project. They don't earn money for doing it, really. They do it as a passion thing. And that's the problem, because Unity has hundreds of people working on the engine to make it better and better. And of course they're doing some slop, doing AI, because it's a company. But you can't necessarily also hate everything, because Unity also is known for being, like, there's a ton of indie developers who use them. And it's not like people just use it because it's the standard, it's also because it has its advantages. It's not like there's a ton of game engines out there, but there's a reason why there's two of the main ones, I want to say. Because Game Maker is weak in its that the programming language is, like, it's a cluttery game engine, in my opinion, Game Maker. And it's using a, like, it's a weird game engine, in my opinion, Game Maker. with how it works and how every like file is organized. It feels cluttery. Godot, it's a game engine, but I feel like it still has its downsides. No, game engine has never been top tier either. The whole point of game maker is to be extremely simple, but it's so limited that it's like you can't make super high quality games with game maker. Like Undertale and Deltarune, they use simple graphics and they are very simple games in itself. If you'd want to make like let's say
Real says "Don't I am going to bed GN."
Okay, good night, bro. Good night. But what was I about to say? Yeah. So you can't really make Hollow Knight in Game Maker to the same quality because it's the engine would just not handle that, and it would be so cluttery and so annoying to make because of how Game Maker is. It's made to be extremely simple, and that also makes it limited because there is a trade-off. You can't have simplicity. Like, that's the same with Python. Python is super simple, but carrying out like high performance tasks is not made for that. It's not made to calculate a bunch of, let's say, physics in the game, like game physics objects. I don't think it's really meant for that. It's meant to do physics calculations, but not to the scale of what games do, like Cyberpunk. If it was written in Python, it would run even worse than what it does right now. Because it's not as lightweight as those languages. That's something that you kind of want in game development if you're making very, like, demanding games. You want the language to be very low, very low, like doesn't impact performance too much. Of course, assembly is, I think assembly is technically the, like, no it wouldn't, because I think that C# and C++ and most of these languages translates into assembly. That then turns into binary. Would assembly still be the technically the best language to code in? Because that's basically what the computer always reads. But it's not optimal, because coding in assembly is a hellhole. Yeah, but Python is different, because it's not exactly being turned into assembly. It's using an interpolator. Like, it's not in a way, it's being run by another program in itself, because you have to have Python downloaded to run Python. You can't run it either way, anyway, in any other way. Then you have to download Python. But like C# and all of that turns into assembly, like pure assembly code. But it's also that those programming languages are more complex. That's the downside compared to Python. Python is very simple in its nature. JavaScript is kinda simple, but it's also lacking some stuff. Like JavaScript is a multiple threaded as an example. It's single threaded, which means it has a downside. Like, simplicity leads to a downside. That's a problem. Having things more complicated most of the times means that it will run better, but it's also like, if it's like too complex, people have issues as well. Pre-assignment is technically the most optimal language. Stock suited. Yeah, but it's not optimal to code in it. It would take way too long to code in assembly. Like, it's not optimal. That's why we have like C# and C++ and Rust and all of those languages. Yeah, compilers. And they compile in different ways. The less math your CPU has to do, the better it will run. So the less... Is it the less code? Or no, it could be a little... It could be less code and it would run worse, because I think it's also how you do stuff. Like looping stuff as an example. Oh my god, how did I die there? Yeah, exactly. Like, if I take an example, what is a good example? What was I thinking of? Holy shit. I was thinking of something, but then I forgot now. Oh my god. Yeah, like, here's another great example why also simplicity leads to worse performance. Like, if you code in, there are some tools that let you code in, like, block stages. Because that will have a set code. Like, it's basically just doing code for you. Like, it has a pre-selected coding on how it works, and you can't really optimize unless you go into the code. I know that some games do that. I think Game Maker utilizes that a lot. Visual scripting, I think it's called. Most games use just normal scripting. I still wish that Unreal... Yeah, Blueprints, and it's... Yeah, I know that their Blueprint system sucks. But that's just most visual scripting things as well. They just suck ass. Like, Scratch is also super limited. It lags like fuck if you just use some stuff, because it's not meant for high quality stuff. No, but always... Coding yourself gives you more control. Especially it's coded fully in Blueprints. I don't think fully. Expedition is, yeah, it uses Unreal. And there was some drama around Expedition because they used some AI art when making the game, if I remember. And then converting it to... Yeah, of course it's gonna be unoptimized if they're using Blueprints. That's the downside with using these like Blueprint system and all that. It's less optimized than just coding yourself. Like, oh yeah, this is what I was thinking of before. Like, as an example, if you have a UI on your game, the best thing is to not have to re-render the UI every frame. Like, you only want to reload the UI if there's a change in the UI. If you have less health, as an example, your mana or something, like that's when you want to update the UI as an example. That's an optimization as an example. Just only re-rendering stuff when it's absolutely necessary. And most 3D games, they also use this system where stuff further away from you are rendered in a much lower quality. There's a Minecraft mod that does that as well, but that's why Minecraft is like horrible with a lot of chunks, because it renders them in full quality. It doesn't render them in worse quality like all 3D games do. Because else you can't have high quality games. Because it would just be too demanding on your graphics card. Rendering a full 3D object with all its polygons and all of that when it's like in game 100 meters away. It's not... I don't know how they do that, if it's usually the game engine that does that, or if you have to do it manually. I'm not sure how that works. I forgot what the technology is called. It's not depth of field, but it's something else. You have to do it manually. Yeah, I forgot what it's called. That's technique. But like every single 3D game uses it. Because it's just... why wouldn't you? Unless it's like a small space 3D game. And it's very low quality. Then it's not really necessary. Like Minecraft, if you have 16 chunks, bro, like, yeah. But if you want to see your entire world, you have to. Like, it's impossible to render at full quality. That's just too demanding. Especially in VR. VR is... Valve did introduce something for VR, where they make the game only render at its highest quality or highest resolution at the point of where you're looking at. That's the whole thing with Steam Frame, which I think is a really good idea. To have eye tracking and then changing the quality of the pixels you're not looking at. So, because you look at pixels, you don't stare at the entire screen. Like the entirety doesn't have to be as high quality as exactly what you're looking at. Because naturally, stuff that is like my second monitor here, I see it kind of blurry. I don't see the text really, like it's a bit blurry. Unless I actually focus on it, that's when it's actually where I can see it's really good. Level of detail. No, it's a type of, no, it's a technique where they have it, where it's worse quality. If it's just called level of detail. Yeah, it's called level of detail, yeah. Wow. It reduces the complexity of 3D such as lowering its polygons. Yeah, it's usually polygons. And textures. Such an original name. Yeah, I mean, simple name. But yeah, that's like every high quality. I think, I'm not sure, but yeah. There is a Minecraft mod that uses the level of detail technique. There's the Distant Horizons, but that you have to load yourself, or you can. It's client-sided, but there's also this one. Wait, actually, I think Unreal might support automate. Yeah, I think I remember something like that. That Unreal has that, and that's also why higher quality games usually utilize that, because it's just easier because the engine has it built in. That's also why, like, Unreal and Unity, they don't cost for developers to develop in. But if they make a certain amount of money, that's when it costs money. Which I think is a good system. It's like, if you had FL Studio to have that system, it would also be nice. But of course, they do it in a different way. But though Unity and Unreal, I think, are more indie friendly, because they don't charge as much, because indie devs don't make as much usually. And I think there's a specific corporate pricing as well. Unreal is not indie friendly because yeah, but in terms of money, it's in a way indie friendly, because it's not that you pay up front. You pay if your game is successful. Like, it's not like it's FL Studio you have to invest to get, as an example. And the video editing software as well. You have to invest. 100% free. Bro, like, I don't think you really listened to what I said before. Godot can't improve as well as Unity and Unreal, because it doesn't make as much money to be able to hire employees. That's why Unity and Unreal are optimized better in a way, like making games, of course, because they have people that are paid to work on the engine, to improve it. And there's actually motivational, like, you get paid. Meanwhile, Godot is all, like, anyone could just take it and just, I don't know, do what they want. But they don't have the amount of people. Because that's the same thing. Why don't every single studio make their own engine? Because it takes time. They don't have the time to do it. They don't have the workload for it. But Unreal, I think that Unreal is more centrally targeted at bigger gaming studios than smaller indie devs. Of course, there's still indie devs that want to use Unreal because it's able to render higher quality stuff than like any other game engine, but it's also notorious for being horrible to optimize. That's something that Unreal is horrible with. And I hope that they fix it with Unreal 6. The only reason why you'd want to use Unreal is to render higher quality assets. That's the only reason why you'd want to use Unreal. Else it doesn't make sense. Because it's a pain to optimize. It's a pain to just use as well, from what I remember. It's also bad. It's not bad in the sense that it can render good objects. Like, there's really cool games made in Unreal. Like, we have Expedition, as you said. It's very high quality. It's made in Unreal. It would not be able to be made in Unity or Godot, because they're not able to render such textures as well as Unreal. But it's... yeah, exactly. High fidelity, yeah. That's the only reason why you'd want to use Unreal. Else, why? It's a pain. That's the only reason why you'd want to use Unreal. Unreal is... that's the whole premise of Unreal, I think. To make high quality games. In sense of graphics. Like, you can have high quality stories and they can be very, like Undertale, you know, those games. They have horrible graphics, but they can have quality story, like quality character development, like all of that. But yeah. Yeah, Unreal 4 was very ahead of its time, you know. I mean, Rocket League is still using Unreal 4. No, it's using Unreal 3. It's using Unreal 3. Actually, not even 4. Which is mind-blowing still. But it's jumping to Unreal 6 soon, and people are worried that it's gonna be way worse to run. But there is some hope in it, because it seems like the psionics part of Epic Games have been very... yeah, Unreal 4 is a good engine. It's a good engine. But Rocket League is still Unreal 3 because there wasn't really an idea to jump to Unreal 4 because they'd have to redo everything. And you'd rather just work with what works already. But of course Unreal 3 is getting more outdated and outdated, and there's less things you can do with it. Because it's not supported anymore. Yeah, Unreal 4 is not a bad engine. Unreal 5 is where the slopification started. Because I don't know what they did with Unreal 5, but it's like a nightmare for third-party devs to optimize. You have Fortnite, it uses Unreal 5. It's not that bad with its what do you want to say? It's not that bad with its performance. But other Unreal 5 games are just horrible. Isn't Lies of P Unreal 5? I think it's Unreal 5, Lies of P. Unreal 4, it's Unreal 4 as well. I know Satisfactory went from Unreal 4 to Unreal 5 now, which I'm not sure if it's the best idea for them. But it's... yeah, I'm not sure. Because I don't know why Coffee Stain has the hassle to redo a ton of shit and then optimize all of it. Coffee Stain. Yeah, but they have to rewrite like a lot of that when like jumping the game engine. You still have to rewrite a ton of stuff because it's not always the same. Because in there might be some optimization fixes that they do by changing stuff in the code. It could be whatever. Like, I'm not sure exactly, but yeah. I know Beat Saber went from like the 2019 version to 2022, but there wasn't that much performance issues moving from that, but there was the modding scene had to adapt that. I know that because things, yeah. Also, Minecraft is not using a game engine. How do they? No, they're changing it to Vulkan now. They have changed. They're on the process of changing Java Edition's OpenGL to Vulkan, which in theory should definitely help with. Yeah, they still have it to OpenGL on the normal versions, but I think, or they have in the snapshots you can toggle now. And that's gonna be. Hello, Flame. Holy shit. Hello. How have I been? I've been fine. How have you been? No, but the thing is, Mr. Grind, I was gone for it for a week. I haven't had the best runs today. This is like night. Yeah, but it's also going to make older machines that don't have Vulkan support unusable. But it's also like, it's about time, because OpenGL hasn't been updated for years and years. Like, there's no reason for Mojang to be using OpenGL right now. Like, there's no reason. Vulkan is basically the predecessor of OpenGL. But that also means that every modders that made visual changes to the game will have to basically remake their entire mod. Like Sodium, I'm not sure if they're going to exist. I'm not sure how Mojang is going to optimize, how much they're optimizing. Vulkan is easier to work with. Yeah, I don't know the exact difference between. I just know that Vulkan is pretty much the predecessor of OpenGL, and it's just way more lightweight than OpenGL to render stuff. OpenGL is just such an old pipeline. It's just, yeah, I don't know. There's no reason to use it anymore. Pygame? Bro, those are like 2 pixel games, bro. Pygame... Isn't Pygame like horrible? It's not good either. I would be surprised if it's extremely hard to make an enemy AI in Pygames. I'm not sure if it, like... Yeah. But Python is... It's not made for games. It's... Lua is more like game friendly. I mean, Roblox uses it, but it's like still. Lua is basically, it's not entirely Python, but it's structurally similar. Like, it's similar. I think Unity is the most popular, like, in terms of game amount. I think there's just, like, millions and millions of games made in Unity. Unreal is probably less, but still a lot. Yeah. 65k, oh hell no. I mean, there's also this like melon loader that all Unity games can use, because I don't know why or how it works, but from what I know, Unity is like super easy to mod. Like, modding Unity games is way easier than like Unreal games. I don't know what the difference is on how it's easier to mod a Unity game than Unreal. Because I don't think that even with a Unity game, the developers don't even have to add any modding capabilities, and yet people can pretty much easily make mods surrounding it. With Melon Loader as an example. But then there's also people who make custom. And you can't do that with Unreal, or you can't talk to the executable. But I know that it's also like a nightmare to make anti-hack anti-cheats on with Unity games. Like, we have Rust. Rust is a super competitive game, but there's so many hackers on it. If you use Adobe to make a game, then what are you doing? Adobe is like the most slop company ever. They have good products, but like their pricing is just horrible. That's something, as an example, FL Studio is better at. Like, it's a one-time payment you get. I think you get all versions ever of FL Studio, I think. Like, forever access. Meanwhile, Adobe, it's locked behind a subscription. Yeah. And Adobe are also very notorious for having very scummy sign-up practices. They have to like pay to cancel your subscription, which is just ridiculous. Also, I know that the EU is introducing this law, or has introduced, and it's taking place soon. But it forces companies to, with subscription type modules, to have the unsubscription process as easy as the subscription process. So it should be as easy to subscribe as to unsubscribe, instead of having to do like calling to get this, to get your unsubscription, because that's just stupid. Super hard to subscribe, but then no one is gonna subscribe. That's the thing. If there's a bunch of stuff you gotta do to subscribe, why would you do that? Why would you want to subscribe? I mean, there's some companies that have good stuff. I mean, Discord is fine with how you unsubscribe. Like, subscribing is easy, and unsubscribing is also easy. But there's a case of Amazon. Oh, no, there's something here in Sweden called Expressen. It's a newspaper. Their unsubscription process is super weird. They have like 3 different pages you have to go to. First one, they offer, oh, cheaper if you stay. Oh, please stay with us. And then second, it's like, oh, why do you want to unsubscribe? And then another, and then it's, oh, are you sure you really want to unsubscribe? And then, like, after that, you finally get it unsubscribed. Meanwhile, when you subscribe, payment method, boom. Also, I'm not getting any run today, bro. The Gameverse? I think that I'm done for today. We're not getting any runs right now. I'm too tired, I think. I don't know. Digital buttons. Apps, yeah, but like... What? The only upside with that is that you're able to customize where the locations are, but like the downside is just like there's no joystick. You can't, and it's digital, and sometimes finger like touches sometimes don't register. But what are they doing? That's a horrible idea. That's a horrible idea. There's a reason why controllers are like they are today. There's a reason. There's a reason. Okay, there's no drifting when you're using a screen. But why don't you just... There is technology that don't drift. There is technology that doesn't do that already. But me like control break. Me like when consumers buy controllers. I mean, that's the thing with the Valve or the Steam controller. It has the joysticks that shouldn't, in theory, be able to get stick drift, because of the technology they use. It's not using like screen joystick, etc. Like, why shouldn't it? But like, there is the magnetic that, as an example, the Steam controller uses, which in theory shouldn't ever be able to drift, compared to traditional joysticks that have mechanical parts moving all the time. Which is affected by wear and tear and then dust and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Hole effects are just way superior, but there's a reason why Sony and Microsoft do have that, but only on their premium controllers. Only on their premium controllers that cost another extra 100 euros, 200 euros for a controller to have Hole effects. The Steam controller is a good controller for its price with what it has. It has, of course, it's expensive, but like, yeah, Hole effects are expensive, but it's also that they're way like Hole effects just are better. They're just better. But there are also the two reasons why they don't do that for the normal controllers is because, one, they cost more, and two, they earn money from people buying new controllers because they stick drift. They know that. That's why they don't use stick Hole effect unless you buy their premium ones. Like, they know that. And Steam isn't, like, Steam's business module is not really like Gabe Newell has said this himself, that piracy isn't a pricing problem, it's a service problem. And he knows that it's usually that it's companies fucking things up that makes people angry. Like, of course, okay, Nintendo, charge us these prices, fine, okay. As long as you don't make the actual experience just absolute garbage. If it's a masterpiece game, sure, let's go, come on, fine. If it's a horrible game, like, bro, what's the point? We have the Switch 2. The Switch 2 is finally priced right now. There's a bunch of backlash when it came out, but it's not like technology was cheap back then as well. But yeah, the internet loves drama. The internet loves drama. Mario Kart World isn't the best game though. Yeah, even the developer of Just Shapes and Beats, he has a anti-piracy function, but his anti-piracy screen, it's like some like what he says is that he did it himself. Like, he admitted that he did it himself, and that if you like the game, just buy it later. Like, yeah, exactly. Hello, Doritos as well. Like, if it's a good game, like you have Elden Ring, I'm happy that it costs like 80 bucks with the DLC. It's a good game. It's a great game. It's worth that. Of course, there's sales as well, but it's a really good game. And why people used Netflix before was because even though it costs money, it's still very convenient. It's not, and it was a good service as well. But now they're shitifying it, adding ads to the lower tiers. Even though, and then I don't, yeah, yeah, I know, but it's that no. Listen. That's not what the deal is. The deal why people are mad at the Tarnished edition is that Dark Souls Game of the Year edition was cheaper, like with the DLC combined in the base game. But this, yeah, I don't know. Also, Nintendo has stopped with the Nintendo Select games as well. And that was also a great system that Reggie introduced during his time. Yeah. Like Reggie introduced this Nintendo Select system where like the most popular Nintendo games would be re-released as these select games and it'd be cheaper. Which is like, yeah, it makes sense. If it's a popular game and it's already made what its budget was, of course it could be sold cheaper. Like, yeah. And that's a system like I feel like, yeah, it makes sense. If it's popular and made its money, then you can sell cheaper, but it's still like the people before, they'll feel like, oh, why did I get this game when it was cheaper? Here. That's something you gotta consider as well. But it's still like, yeah, the best is just releasing cheaper, but it's also like, yeah, you know. And GTA only costing 80 is like, fine. People are speculating 1,000 or 100. I mean, I was thinking crowns. Like 80 euros, fine, go. It's that's the new standard, and only 80. Yeah, because people thought it was gonna cost 100 because of how much money they poured into developing the game. It's a couple of billions they've spent on GTA 6. Like, it's not a cheap game at all. That's why I say only, because they'll have to sell a ton of copies, but they know that they'll sell a ton of copies that... Source, trust me, bro. Exactly. No, but it's still that it's still a bit like Rockstar only releasing for consoles versus like, yeah, okay, sure. Console players expand more than PC gamers, fine. But still, like, it would be better if all platforms got it at the same time. But that's Rockstar. Bro, I'm not getting anywhere right now. Let's do it tomorrow instead. Let's do it tomorrow instead. Tomorrow instead. Tomorrow instead. We're streaming tomorrow. Oh, we're streaming tomorrow. We're streaming tomorrow. Yeah. Did you know that? Did you actually know that? We're streaming tomorrow. Yes! You're fine! Yes! Oh my goodness! Oh, finally! Yeah!